Hello everyone, welcome to MindMatrix. So here we are with another general session, how to attempt tests in a best way. So I'm going to discuss various tips which is going to be really helpful for all of you who are already who have already started attempting the test series, and these tips are going to be helpful further in your gate exam also. So I highly suggest you to follow these tips because this is going to be really helpful to avoid mistakes and to score as high as possible based on the knowledge and the learning you have gained throughout this year. Okay, so let's start. Before starting, let me introduce myself. My name is Anshul Sharma. I'm upcoming software engineer at Juniper Networks. Currently, I'm pursuing M.Tech in computer science from IIT Kanpur. I have more than 2 years of teaching experience, mentored more than 1,000 students. I have the expertise in computer science and data science subjects. Apart from that, I have secured All India Rank 294 in GATE Computer Science, cleared ISRO and NIC NELET exam. I've also got selected as administrative officer at AIC. So guys, let's start with the tips. So here the first tip is attempt 65 questions in 3 rounds. Now this is very important. Why? Because sometimes whenever you are appearing for any test, let's say if you are attempting any test series and you are attempting a full mock test. So what we do generally is we try to solve each and every question from the word go. No, you don't have to do it. You first have to analyze properly, right? So what you need to do is, let's split this. Okay, let me explain you here. So what you need to do is you have to split your 65 questions into 3 rounds. This is your first round, this is your second round, and here you have your third round. Now listen carefully. In the first round, you need to attempt only those questions which we are able to solve within 1 or 1.5 minute. See, you have prepared well thoroughly throughout the year. Now you will be getting an instant you can say the idea about the question after reading the question. You will be getting you will be getting to know whether I can attempt this question within 1 or 1.5 minute or not, right? If you So basically then you have to filter the questions. So let's say you start the test, just read the question, right? Read the question properly and then see whether you will be able to solve this question within 1 or 1.5 minute or maximum 2 minutes or not, right? Because you have practiced a lot, so you will be getting that idea. So if you are able to solve that, if you feel that you will be able to solve that question because the similar questions you have solved previously during your practice, so you attempt that question first. Okay, you attempt that question first because you are damn sure, you are 100% sure that you will be able to get the correct answer for this question. So solve this question at that time and then switch on to the next question. So similarly in this first round, you have to solve only those questions which you are for which you are 100% sure that okay, this question is going to be solved maximum within maximum 2 minutes, and you will be getting the correct answer. So by this way I can clearly say that you will be able to solve, after out of 65 questions, you will be able to solve 30 to 35 questions for sure. If you have prepared well, you will be able to solve 30 to 35 questions in this first iteration, or you can say in the first round. Okay, now after solving these many questions, 30 to 35 questions correctly, you will be getting a boost. You can say you will be getting a quick motivation, or you can say the self confidence will be so high that you will feel, now I have just 30 to 35 questions remaining and I have solved these many questions and all these questions are accurate. So that is going to really help you, in your confidence, and you will be able to solve difficult questions, or you can say moderate to hard questions also, based on this confidence. So this is very important. Now in the second round, so first iteration is done. Out of 65 questions, you have solved only those questions which are which you are able to solve within 2 minutes. Now what about the second round? In the second round, you have to solve those questions which will take, I can say, 4 to 6 minutes. There will be some questions which can take 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Some questions, not all. So if there will be some questions which will take 4 to 6 minutes. Now in these questions, you are also not sure whether you will be getting the correct answer or not, in a specific time. But you have the idea, you know the concept. Just after reading the question, you will be getting the idea. Okay, I know this concept. I have covered this concept in my preparation, and I have solved similar questions, somehow similar questions to what it is asked in the exam, right? So then you have to attempt only those questions in the second iteration. Then you attempt only those questions in the second iteration, and I can say, if you have prepared well, you will be able to solve, let's say, 15 to 20 questions. 15 to 20 questions, for sure. So let's say from this one you have solved 30 questions. From this one you have solved, let's say, the lower bound, 15 questions. So 30 plus 15, after the second iteration, you have solved 45 questions. And as you are solving thoroughly with the patience and with utmost attention, so you can make sure that these questions you have solved is correct. Okay, so out of 65, 45 questions are done. And by this time, I can say, more than 2 hours will be gone, right? Out of 3 hours, more than 2 hours will be gone. Now in the third round, what you need to do? In the third round, you have to solve those questions which you are not able to understand properly. There will be some questions, that requires utmost attention, and you need to read those questions again and again to get the meaning out of it, and then apply the concept that you have studied. So that will take some time, right? So those questions you need to attempt in the third round, the questions which you are not able to understand properly. Okay, not able to understand properly, or you are not having any certain idea about it, like, or maybe there will be some questions, which are based on multiple concepts. So that is also possible, right? So you need to you need to give a try to those questions in the third iteration. So I in this way you will be able to score maximum based on your preparation, based on your mindset during those 3 hours. And I can say, let's say, after these three iterations, 2.5 hours will be gone out of 3 hours. Now, let's say 30 minutes are left, half an hour left, 30 minutes are left. In that case, or sometimes it is also possible that you are just left with 15 minutes. In that case, you can recheck. You can recheck or revisit those questions which you have attempted. Okay, only those questions which you have attempted. No need to further spend time on those questions which you are unable to solve. That means in the third round. Okay, if you have spent enough time, and if you are able to solve, let's say, 5 to 6 questions in the third iteration, then your job is done. Your job is done. So you will be able to solve 50 plus questions. At least I'm saying 50 plus questions. Some students will be able to solve 55 plus, right? Some may solve 60, around 60. But to secure a rank under 100, you need to solve 50, around 50 questions, 48, 50 questions. If you have solved it correctly, if you have solved all questions correctly, you will be able to get a rank under 100 for sure. Okay, so this is very important. So in the last 15 minutes or in the last 30 minutes, whatever is remaining, you need to recheck whether you have done all the calculations correctly, you have marked all the correct answers. Okay, and whether it is numerical answer type, you have to recheck whether the units are correct or not. Clear? And if it is MSQ, make sure you have marked all the correct options. Okay, So this is what you have to do in the last 15 minutes and your job will be done. So this is the first tip. Make sure you practice this way. You attempt the test in this way in your test series. Like you are you might be giving test series, right? So you have to attempt the test series in this way only to secure maximum marks. Okay. Now let's come to the second point. One question at a time. This is very, very important because most of the students, let's say you have attempted one question and now you are uh, to the another now you have opened this next question, right? Now the next second question is on your display. Now you are reading the question, but at the back of the mind you are still thinking about the previous question, whether you have solved it correctly or not. Now what will happen? When you are thinking about the previous question, you will not pay enough or the utmost attention to the second question which is there on your display in front of you, right? So this is very important. One question at a time. Just give your 100% attention to what is present on your screen. And plus, read the question twice. This is very important. Make a habit of reading the question twice. That will hardly take 30 seconds more. I'm saying 30 seconds, but it will take 15 to 20 seconds. Okay, maximum 30 seconds. So make a habit that you have to read the question twice so that you don't miss any important information present in the question. Okay, so this is very important. Second tip is also very, very important. One question at a time. Third, accuracy over speed. It is very important that you focus, your first primary focus should be on accuracy, not on speed. Okay, because you have 3 hours and you just have 65 questions, and most of the times, most probably, you will not be solving all 65 questions, right? You have to solve 50 to 55 around, or we can say, if we decide the range, so 45 to 55 questions you will be solving. You have more than enough time. So the primary focus should be on accuracy. Because let's say, for example, if you are solving a question, okay, and you have given, let's say, 3 minutes to that question, but your focus, I mean, you're doing calculations I mean, in very fast manner or so quickly. In that case, you may commit mistake, and once you commit mistake in the calculation, your answer will be incorrect, and the 3 minutes that you have spent on that question will be of no use. Getting the point? So accuracy is very important. If you are maintaining the accuracy, if you are solving 45 to 50 questions correctly, I'm saying, okay, with, let's say, one or two questions incorrect, you will be able to score 70 plus marks. You will be able to score 70 plus marks, and if you score 70 plus marks, definitely you will be in top 100. Okay, so accuracy over speed is very important. Don't over attempt. Yes, sometimes what students do, they try to attempt maximum questions. They think that, okay, if I attempt, around 60 questions or more than 60, and basically tukka lagate hain, right? So tukka lagane ki zarurat nahi hai. You should be sure of what you are doing. Okay, just attempt those questions in which you are really confident. And in some questions, let's say MSQ, they are not having any negative marking, and NAT also, they are not having any negative marking. In that case, if you are, close to some answer, or if you think that in case of MSQ, out of 4 you are sure that, okay, these two will be correct, and these two options will be correct, and you are having a doubt between one or two options, so definitely you should mark it, right? If there is no negative marking, you should attempt it. You have to attempt it, right? But wisely attempt. But in case of single choice question, right? That means the multiple choice questions, in that case negative marking is there. So there you have to be very precise. There you have to attempt very wisely, otherwise you will be having a negative marking. Okay, so don't over attempt. Attempt wisely, and see whether the question is MCQ, MSQ, or NAT. Then accordingly you should attempt. And the good attempt, I always say the good attempt is going to be 45 to 50. And if you are, highly accurate, then definitely you will be able to secure good marks in gate, and you will be able to get rank under top 100. The last tip that I have is recheck attempted questions. This is very important. This is my personal experience also. While attempting gate, sometimes you commit mistakes, so you should have left some time where you can recheck your calculations, where you can recheck whether you have marked the correct answers or not, and whether you have entered, in case of numerical answer type questions, whether you have entered the input, or the, you can say, the answer in the correct unit or not. So this is very very important. And while solving the question also, you have to make sure that you correctly read what is the unit in which you have to answer the NAT type question. Okay, so this is very important. This can definitely help you to save some more marks. Okay, let's say 4 to 6 marks you can definitely save if you recheck your attempted questions. So these are the tips, guys. I highly suggest you, this is my based on my personal experience, I highly suggest you follow these tips and practice from now onwards. Whenever you attempt test, just follow these 5 tips accordingly, and you will see a huge improvement in your marks also. And definitely it is going to help you in the gate exam. Okay, so that's it from this video. I will see you in the next video. And here you can join our mind matrix channel on WhatsApp. So this is the link, and the telegram doubt discussion group, where we are posting our technical session PDFs, and you can also ask your doubts there, and we will be answering your doubts. Okay, you can also join telegram doubt discussion group using this QR code. You can scan it and you will be able to join it. Okay, so that's it from our side. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.